Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to get into a video on Mass Effect, and specifically I'm going to get into the my layout, so maybe it'll help you out. I want to note something before we jump on in, because keep in mind each person's playstyle is completely different, especially a game like this. My personal playstyle is being more of a sniper. Most games I play, if I can be a sniper, I go for it. I tend to stay in the back or whatever it may be, because that's just how things are. I've never been one for close encounters. So as far as that goes, it's something to keep in mind. Your layout will be different if it's different from that. And my thing is, the fewer shots I have to take, the better things are overall. So as far as that goes, let's go into the actual layout itself. So first things first is we have the actual melee, and this is just a simple sword, and it's has most damage. That's the only reason why I got it. As far as making it, I'm not too worried about it. The guns itself is what I'm worried about, since I, far in the back and whatever it may be, I need to have stuff that I can have close counters or not. So as far as the sniper goes, I just want to mention real quick, the sniper has a penetration rounds, which means that it'll penetrate through walls, barriers, stuff of this nature. The shotgun is a grenade launcher. I changed it to a grenade launcher. The pistol, I changed it to a sticky grenade launcher. And as far as the assault rifle, it has homing bullets. So as far as the actual sniper rifle, taking a look at it, it's basically what I use for here is has 5% bonus damage to armor, 20% increase size of clip when special ammo is activated, and just basically has these combos to make it more and more deadly. The entire point of this is it's a sniper rifle. Obviously, you want to use it across the entire map if possible, or across the battlefield if possible. But more so, you want few shots as you can take. If you can take them out in one shot, good. If it takes two shots, so be it. But you shouldn't be there shooting 5 or 6 times. It's few shots it can take. So with that being said, especially being able to shoot through barriers, which is a major thing. Now, I want to mention that I forgot which one I put on there, or the one that has the negative effect or not. I don't think I had one with the negative effect. The one with the negative effect for shooting through barriers and stuff is a reduce in headshots. I think it's like damage wise, reduced 7% or something like that. I don't think I have that, so I don't have as powerful. So these actual 5% extra for combo damage, 3% for whatever, it actually helps with that. But more so, again, few shots that I need to take as possible. Headshots tend to be where the money is, so that's where I go for. Now, as far as the mods, the add-on mods itself, basically my biggest thing is the taking a look at this. Fortunately, I had to put that back on. So basically taking a look at this, it only has 3 clips, and basically this helps improve it. And that's something that you got to note is how much you can shoot at a given time, how often you got to reload it, because there is time when reloading. And as far as the rest of it, it's mostly trying to make it more accurate. Again, sniper rifle and whatever. I think this is trying to make it a little bit more deadly, and the lightweight is just a throwaway one. So as far as that goes, that's that. I'm going to show you it in action in a bit. And then we got the actual assault rifle. And what this is, if I can pull it up, is has the homing stuff, a projectile seeking plasma bolts. I don't think these actually have as much damage. That's one thing to note. But one thing I want to note, going back a little bit for the sniper rifle. Sniper rifle, I found it's deadly across the board, with the exception is the remnant. So cat, whatever, it's deadly. Anything that has a human shape, it's deadly. Animals, okay, depends on what type of animal. If it's one of the bigger animals, that's where the shotgun actually comes to play. But if it's anything else, then it's deadly. It takes, believe it or not, for cat and whatever, you can take things down with the Black Widow with one shot. With animals, it takes 2 shots, believe it or not. So there might be a better thing, but 2 shots is not too much. Now, as far as that goes, basically, going back into here, basically what we're looking at is homing, seeking plasma bolts. Again, I don't think it has as much damage, and the rest is just pretty much throwaways. It's 5% extra damage to armor, which is actually fairly important. I think if anything, that is fairly important to have. Cryo ammo, freeze damage, durations, 100%, and whatever. It's the last 2 is mostly throwaway, so just something to note. Now, as far as the mod goes, it's just extra ammo and the barrel mod. Let's take a look and see what the barrel mod actually does. The barrel mod does the little bit extra damage. I think I saw one right here. So with that, it just adds a little bit extra damage. So going back into the shotgun, the shotgun has where it fires grenades, and this is fairly important. I think playing with this for a while now, I think I would switch this up with a sticky grenade. What a sticky grenade does is each pellet that would be coming out, because it's a shotgun, and I guess it uses like something like birdshot or whatever, but each pellet that comes out is a sticky grenade. It's less damage per, but overall, it does good enough. The problem I found with grenades, with using this as a grenade launcher, if you're able to get a direct hit, great. But most of the time, when you're using it, unless you're using it against one of the bigger animals, which is where you're going to get a direct hit, unless you're doing something like that, what I found more than not, the grenade launches way too far, not far enough. I mean, it's just a complete pain to get the actual arch. So with that being said, you can throw sticky grenades and it just lands where it lands, type of thing. That's one thing I would change with this, but most of the rest of this is throwaway. The amount of ammo is needed, so that's something important to note. So 20% extra damage for the for 10% extra damage for the last 20% of ammo is important also. So with the actual modifications, again with this, it's ammo, it's crucial, and the rest of this is pretty much throwaway. We got damage and that melee damage. I don't really worry too much about this. I'm not going to use it for melee damage, anything like that. But as far as that goes, that's mostly a throwaway one. You can pretty much go with any of these others. So, and the reason why I'm not using something like this is the clip size, is because the actual amount of ammo is crucial. Even though that's the this is worthwhile as far as the damage and penetration distance and whatever. The problem is a lack of ammo, and it's key. And this actual shotgun takes a while to reload, so something to note. Taking a look at the pistol and I actually do use this pistol quite a bit. Let's see if I can find it. And this is one of the most deadly pistols. In fact, all these are most deadly type of weapons you can get. So with this, basically what we have is sticky grenades, and I would definitely keep that as it is. That way, the thing I like about this is I can direct line sight, shoot something, and there's a little bit of a delay as far as the explosive because it's a stick grenade, but it will blow up. If I do it right, I can actually take out multiple enemies with it, so that's something to note. But if you just shoot something in the head and it blows up, then and it does that. There is an area damage though. That's something to note into itself. Then we got the damage per armor, and then the rest of this is pretty much just throwaway as far as the effects. The actual modifications is damage and ammo. Simple as that. There's not too much about that. So with that being said, let's go into the armor. Most of this is just for looks, but it is important to note that remnant armor, it actually helps out with the a few things. First off, it helps out with the actual damage resistance and whatever. For the helmet, I have bionic power damage because sometimes I use that, but I really go for health. For the mod, it's just a weight mod somewhere around here, or no, it's a technology, which I'll get into skills. This is actually really important if you're in an area where you can't shoot something, or you're doing something like, say for example, if there's a task for me to do, maybe sit here for 2 minutes, don't leave the area because Sam's hacking something, which normally happens quite a bit later in the story. You can actually throw out a drone and it will fight for you, and it helps with that quite a bit. Not really too worried about the shields and whatever. As far as that goes, taking a look at the other stuff, the effects. If something gets too close, it stuns them, and that way I don't have to worry too much about physical attacks from enemies. Then we got the bonuses towards everything else as far as the health and whatnot. And as far as that goes, the legs, we have this again. The effects is tech, because again the drone and whatever, and the power is mostly a thrown away, and the arm is combat recharge speed and throwaways. Both of them are throwaways. So that's something to note. Now, as far as the special ammo, it is cryo, disruptor, incendiary, whatever. I mostly use cryo if possible. The reason why is if you, say for example, if I run out of sniper ammo, so I can't take the thing down, maybe I'm using an assault rifle, well, I can use cryo ammo and it will slow the enemy down. It will slow down their fire rate. It will slow them down altogether. So if I need to, I can, take them out easier, or the team can take it out easier. It helps out with that. Note with, I don't think it works with architects, so that's something that's something where I'll use the center or whatever. I don't think it really matters too much. So as far as that goes, going into skills, what I mostly use, as you can see on the bottom, is the Remnant VI. This is the drone. You get this skill when do PB's mission, and a certain point she's going to ask you to meet her at her apartment at the Nexus. This is a show you something. I'm not going to spoil it. It's not really too much of a spoil. But after that point, you will be able to use a drone, and it goes out and attacks for you. For that, I basically upgrade all the stuff in the following order. And it's just, the last few of these is mostly, throw, especially that one. But this is pretty important. The health is fairly important because you don't want the thing to die, and it does die fairly easily. The thing does repair itself. That's one thing I like about it. And it does follow you. So unlike the turret that you can throw out, it does repair itself. It does attack and whatever. The problem I found is sometimes the AI is stupid within it, and it will just face a wall. So you got to move around a little and get it to recognize an enemy, and then it just, it goes all out after that point. So that's something to note. There is a bug with that, or the AI, the thing will just face a wall if it's facing the wall, and even if you say, hey, attack that, it won't attack it until, at a certain point where the person's in front of you and you're moving around and forcing, since the thing does follow you, the thing will have to see, and then it attacks and you just do whatever. But as far as that goes, damage is pretty important with that. So another thing I use is Tactical Cloak, and this is fairly useful when it comes to doing something like sit here for a little bit for the hacking or whatever it may be. And I think if I was to change anything, I would change that, the speed to duration, amount of time for it to last, and that would help out quite a bit more. But the as far as things goes, everything else is pretty good on there as far as I'm concerned. The one thing I would note is I'll definitely go for this. The cloak no longer prevents health and shield regeneration. That's fairly important to itself because your health is getting low. You can actually throw on the cloak real quick, move to the side for any explosives and whatever, and basically your health will recharge and your shields will recharge, or at least your shields are recharged in that time, and that way you don't have to worry about it. So with that being said, at least with assault, throw it out and it will attack whatever. It doesn't move as far as I can tell, or at least it doesn't really it's supposed to move. I've actually seen it move around a few times. I don't know. I mean that appears to be a bug more than anything else. As far as this, I don't really use this much anymore with my stuff. But when I first started out, before I got the drone, I used that quite a bit because it helped out. So the last thing on the tech tree that I see that's worth getting, besides the obviously the offense and whatever, the passive stuff, is the cryo. Again, with this, as a enemy cools down, what happens is the enemy moves slower, they're easier to attack, and they have slower shooting speed, whatever. Going into bionics, throw, and singularity. That's pretty much about it. Let's go on the surface and show you how to do. Profile. It's infiltrator, so you can actually see the enemies behind the walls. That's it. But anyways, as far as that goes, let's go down to the surface. So, to show you an example of this, I'm basically going to start with the sniper rifle, and as you see here with the profile, I'm able to see through things. Try to get around, see if I can shoot through that tire. It's one thing that you gotta notice is you're gonna have to test around and see if things are too thick. Let's try to shoot through that barricade. Show you right here. See there, just shoots right through. Show you an example of the homing stuff. As you see here, it just shoots. I can shoot around the corner. Let's go sticky grenade. And see right there where it blows up. And the shotgun. As you see there. So right there, we can shoot through that. Now, one thing I want to mention is with this, this type of gun, you can actually shoot through doors and stuff. And basically, what that does is, if we're going through like a level or something of that nature, basically you can actually clear out an entire room of people. Unfortunately, I can't show because I kind of beat the game already. But you can clear out an entire room of people, of cat or whatever it may be. And what that would do is they can't open doors. The game's AI is not smart enough to allow them to open doors, to go through doors. So what ends up happening is you can just keep shooting through doors as long as you got the ammo. Take them all out, and as long as the door is the only thing between them and you know, your gun, or maybe a door and a small barricade or something like that might be okay, and your bullet will hit them, take them out and whatever. So you can clear out an entire room with using that barrier penetration stuff. The door itself is considered as a barrier itself, so that's something very important to note, where you can actually just take out the entire room and then just walk in and just go from one room to the next doing that. No, it does make things quite boring, so that's something to note. But it's also important to note that it doesn't always work, because sometimes you got some enemies that spawn in right in the middle, and sometimes you have enemies behind certain cover. Obviously, when I'm on camera, it's probably not going to be too good as far as my concentration or whatever, so something to note. But anyways, as far as that goes, it's been CraigBennettII. Hope you have a great day and whatever, and hope that this helps you out. And feel free to check out my other videos, and also check out my main channel. See you next video. Hope you have a great day.